everybody. I never thought that I would be making this video. First, I want to disclaim a couple of things. I was debating making this video because I don't want it to seem like I am bragging. I don't want to be like, oh my god, look what I won, this is the coolest thing ever, like you wish you would be me. Like, no, that's not at all why I'm making this video. Sorry, I keep touching my hair. Not at all why I'm making this video. I'm making this video purely because people want to know, and it's a really, really cool experience. I am so insanely blessed for getting this opportunity and being so lucky. So I just want to share that, and I know that people like my family and stuff want to see a video like this, so that is why I'm making this video. So first of all, I've been waiting to make this video since March, and now it's the day before my show airs, and I wasn't gonna do this yet, but now I'm thinking I want to put this video up the same day of the airing, and so now it's like 10 p.m. and I'm making this, and I'm in my brand new apartment but sitting on my air mattress because I have zero furniture. I'm not entirely sure how to go about telling this story, but I was on Price is Right, and me, my sister, and my mom went. I'm just gonna start from the beginning. Okay, so me, my sister, and my mom had tickets to go see the Price is Right filming back all the way in March, and we were super psyched. My mom and my sister have been on the show before, not picked as contestants, but have gone and sat in the audience before and loved it. And I wasn't old enough when they went, so now I was old enough, and I've been wanting to go to this show forever. I grew up watching this show. I know it insanely well. Like, it's honestly a dream just to go and be in the audience for me. So we got tickets when we came out in March. I already said that, but we had tickets far in advance, and we were just going to go and have a fun time. If one of us got picked, like, cool. Weren't expecting anything. And so my mom and my sister already knew that there kind of was like a pre-screen thing they do before you go in the theater. You just ask a couple questions, you talk to people, and they kind of just pick and choose who they're gonna choose to go up on stage. You never know, you don't know who gets chosen until like the show is taping and your name gets called, like, for you to go up. So you kind of like audition, I guess. I don't want to say audition, but I don't know how else to explain it, in front of a whole bunch of people, and they go down the line, and he talked to me for a little bit longer than he talked to most people. I told him what I do, that I went to UCF, what I was studying and everything, and right from there, people like knew that I was gonna get picked for some reason. Just I guess they just had a feeling. I'm not entirely sure. It was so weird. People were coming up to me and they're like, good luck today, like I hope you win big, and I'll be like, why? Like, I don't understand why these people are picking me, like, out of everyone. I don't know. I don't know, but it was super weird. And then we get into the theater, and they're seating us, and they were seating front to back in the far left section. And then we came up, and they sat us in the opposite side of the theater, like, all alone, and it was so strange, and we were like, well, what is going on? This is like the weirdest experience ever. And but it's still super cool. Me and my sister were dancing, and it was just like such a fun experience in itself of being there, because, like, again, I've grown up with this show, and it's just been so cool. And so the show goes on, and I honestly can't remember. I'm gonna have to watch the episode tomorrow, because I can't remember if I was the second to last person to be called up or if I was the last person to be called up. I want to say I was the second to last person, but honestly, like, I haven't seen the episode and I completely like blacked out. I do not remember really anything. And it's just like adrenaline and everything, like, not like, I just was so excited and so nervous and so stressed and everything going on at once that I I honestly can't remember a whole lot of like what happened once I got up on stage. It was just kind of so insane. And I made a fool of myself on national television. If you watch the episode, I bid the same price as someone else and he was like, we just bid that, and I was like, crap. So then I bid the $1 over and I ended up getting up on stage, and I told myself that I would never ever, if I went on Price is Right, do that, like bid the $1 over the person who just went. But I guess, you know, like, you gotta do what you gotta do at the moment, and I did it and I bid $1 over and I got up on stage. If you watch the show, it's kind of hard to explain, like it will take a really long time to explain the show if you've never seen it, but I bid on that and I automatically won a laptop. And so I would have been fine with that. I would have been fine not even going up on stage and just being called down to bid. Like, honestly, I was just like, just going for it. And so then when I got called up, I played the grocery game. Again, hard to explain if you've never seen this show. Just so you know, if you don't have cable or anything, I don't have cable. I'm literally watching it tomorrow on FaceTime with my family. But you can watch it on CBS.com for free 2 days after the air date, and the air date is June 4th, so you can watch it for a couple days after if you do miss it and you do want to watch it. Play the grocery game and I have the chance to win $16,000, which again, oh my god, like, what? And I played and I got, I ended up only getting $2,000. Again, it's so funny. I'm sure I'm going to die of embarrassment watching this, but like, I think it'll just be so funny to watch, so like, you guys just like have to go watch the episode. It's pretty wild. And then, so I won $2,000 on that game, and then you go and you spin the wheel, and I was second to go on the wheel, which is what makes me think I was second to last to get called up, but honestly, like, I don't know. I was so sure that I was the last to get called up, but anyway, you go and you spin the wheel, and I was second, and I got a 90 cents, I guess, and that's really good. You want to get as close to $1 without going over $1, so I got 90 cents, and then the girl behind me went, and she got 90 cents, and so we were a tie, and you only get one chance to spin to break the tie, and again, you're going for $1, and I spun first, and I somehow got 90 cents again, and this is when Drew Carey looked over at me, and he was like, you better keep this luck throughout the showcase. And I looked at my sister and my mom in the audience, and they were going crazy. I can't even like explain that feeling in that moment, knowing I was going to the showcase. I felt like, I can't even explain my feeling, and I'm sure a lot of it will flood back once I watch the episode tomorrow. I am so excited to watch the episode, but it just feels so surreal. So then the showcase, I get into the showcase by spinning 2 90s. The guy I was up against was super nice. He told me before he wanted me to win the showcase. He was like insanely nice. Everything about it was so perfect, and he was like, I really want you to win, you're so amazing. And then we're standing at the podium, and Drew Carey came over to me, and to us, and like shook our hands, said good luck. We get stage directions, so like, if you lose, go this way, if you win, go this way, if neither of you win, like shake hands or whatever like that. And so he is bidding on his showcase first, and he decides to keep the first showcase and bid on it, and so he bids. and his was, I can't remember honestly which one was which. So the first showcase was some speakers, an iPod Touch, a trip to Mexico, and a brand new car. And so he decided to keep it, and he bid, and then they showed me my showcase, and it was a trip to Paris and a brand new car. And so this is kind of like the crazy part, I started bidding way too high. I honestly can't remember even like what the number was, but I started bidding way too high, and I looked out the audience, and I looked at my sister, and she was like, I couldn't hear anything that anyone was saying, and I stopped mid-bid, and I decided to start over with a lower number just because everyone was saying no. I don't know where this number came from. I don't know how I came up with it, because I wish I knew what it was, but I can't remember. I was like at least $3,000 too high, and I'm sure once I see the episode tomorrow, I'm gonna realize how much of this is wrong, but I'm like, this is just like how I remember it. But like I told you, I literally blacked out on stage. So I was bidding way too high, and I randomly bid a lower number, and then I thought of my mom, my sister, and my family. This is where the insaneness comes in. My last three numbers that I bid were 823. And if you know my family, 823 is like our family number. Like it's just our lucky number, and we use it for everything. And like I see 823 on the clock every single day. Just like it has so much significance to my family. And I remember my sister saying before the show, if you get to bid a number on anything, bid 823. And so this just clicked in my head, and I bid my last three numbers, 823, and we went to commercial break, and that was literally the most like intense minute of my life. I honestly thought I was gonna pass out. I looked at my family, and I was just like and Drew comes back, and he tells the other guy, the first guy, what his total price was, and he was only like $300 off. It's so hard to explain if you've never seen Price is Right, but that $300 off your showcase without going over, I should say, is so good. Like if you're $300 off, like you won the showcase. Like there's no doubt about it. And so I was already like, oh, like it's fine, I didn't win. I won $2,000. I won a laptop. Like I'm set for life. Like this was the number one thing on my bucket list ever. Even just to like be on television. Like before I got called, I was in the crowd like waving my arms because I just wanted to be on TV. But then Drew Carey comes over, and he has a little card that says the actual price of my showcase. And so he pulls it out, he looks at it, he laughs, which like what? And then he reads it, and I am I can't remember exactly what it was, but I'm exactly like 50, I can't remember, no, 100? I honestly don't know, but I was an exact number away. And if you bid on your showcase and you're closer than, I want to say $100, if you're closer than $100 on your showcase, you win both showcases. And I just I don't know how to explain this without being so like casual about it. I just happened to win both showcases. Again, I'm not trying to be like, look what I won. Like that's not at all what I'm trying to do, and that's kind of like what I'm trying to avoid. So I ended up winning both cars, the trip to Paris, the trip to Mexico, a couple $100 in speakers, iPod Touch, like private tours and stuff when I'm in Mexico and Paris, and just like an ungodly amount of gifts. It's been so insane. I am so crazy blessed, and everyone's like, how do you get so lucky? How do you get so lucky? And I don't know. I am just so humbled by the whole entire experience. It doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like this is happening. I have plans of what to do with the cars, and I'm going to Paris and Mexico. I can't give those away, but like I said, have been saying since the beginning, just to be on the show in the first place was so insanely cool. It's been on my bucket list for forever. I can check number 1 off. I've peaked. I'm just kidding. But I just want to thank Price is Right, like giving me this opportunity. And like, I just moved cross country. Just got out of college. I have loans. I have things that I need to pay off, and this just helps me so much. And I'm not taking this for granted at all. I realize how insane it is. Trust me, I've spent many nights lying awake being like, what the heck? It's just an insane feeling to try and to describe. Thank you to my mom and sisters for cheering me on and keeping my secret. I'm gonna cry. Whew. I'm kind of bummed I can't be with my family while watching it. I don't know like why I'm crying. Like it's just, they're happy tears. They're happy tears. I know this is gonna shock a lot of people. Obviously, like, if you're a friend of mine, if you're a family of mine, like, feel free to like reach out and talk to me more about the experience if you want to know. I will always be 100% down to talk about it. Again, I'm not trying to like brag and like say everything, but thank you all so much for listening to this 21-minute video. I'm going to edit this and put this up tomorrow when my show airs. So go to CBS.com, watch the episode for free. So I'll see you in my next video. I love you all. Thank you so much for everything, for supporting me. Thank you for just living life. I'll talk to you later.